Over the almost 11 years since its launch in 2013, GTA 5 has managed to become one of the most iconic video games of all time. And throughout that history, it has managed to spark some of the craziest mysteries, theories, and conspiracies supposed to be found within the game. Given some time, a number of these mysteries have either been solved or outright disproven. But even after 11 years, there are still some mysteries that have stood the test of time and still remain unsolved to this day. The mysteries I found are the only ones left that had enough going for them to warrant a mystery. Without any further delay, these are GTA 5's remaining unsolved mysteries. The highway codes are a very obscure mystery that many people may not be familiar with, but half of it is already solved. On October 6, 2016, almost 8 years ago, a user on Reddit discovered that on a certain part of the train track, there are 2 codes visible underneath that section of the bridge. For a whole year, the community spent time trying to decipher these codes, but they didn't have any luck. That was until a YouTuber named Dibs Gaming had given it a shot, and eventually, he was actually able to solve one of the codes. The top code we will get to in a little bit, but the bottom one reads 125-820-423-620-420-310. While there were many different theories and ciphers people were using to try and solve this, they eventually tried to solve it using an A1Z26 cipher, which changes each number into a letter corresponding to the order of the alphabet. With this new cipher, the code now translates to AYHTDWFTDTCJ. The end of that code may have already given you a hint, but if you've ever played GTA San Andreas, then this reference will mean more to you than you might think.
All we had to do was follow the damn train, CJ. All we had to do was follow the damn train, CJ.
All you had to do was follow the damn train, CJ. This hidden code is a great nod from Rockstar to not only CJ but also Trevor from the mission Derailed, which is why the code is probably changed from we to you. But then this begs the question of what does the second code mean? There have been different theories, some relating back as far as hieroglyphs and their meanings, but nothing concrete has come up as of yet, and so it remains unsolved to this day. The Doomsday Murals are personally a mystery I find extremely intriguing, and also have possible implications for the last 2 remaining mysteries. The Doomsday Murals were added during the Doomsday Heist update for GTA Online back on December 12th of 2017. During the finale for the Doomsday Heist, there are 4 different colored murals scattered around the control room that most players probably missed, but one of them looked very familiar. When the community got their hands on the murals file and could see it clearly for the first time, they noticed that the green mural looks very similar to another mystery the community had already solved. Taking a closer look, you can see 4 things: a peyote plant, a man changing into Bigfoot, a sound wave, and the number 27. This is a direct reference to the in-game Bigfoot. If you aren't already aware, within the single player of GTA 5, there exist 27 peyote plants scattered around the map that, when consumed, turn you into different animals. However, on September 23, 2015, user RK Rusty on Reddit had discovered that if, and only if, you have collected all 27 peyote plants and completed the story mode to 100%, then, and only then, can you go to this location on a Tuesday between the hours of 5:30 and 8 AM while the weather is either foggy or snowy, and you will find a golden peyote. And this golden peyote will turn you into Bigfoot. This was already a huge discovery back in 2015, but even beyond that, The community discovered that while you're Bigfoot, you get a new ability that will lead you to a boss fight against the beast, and when you win, you unlock both characters for use in director mode. This is a very cool Easter egg that took the community years to figure out, and now, going back to the mural, you can see Rockstar acknowledging this discovery: the 27 peyote plants, the human turning into Bigfoot, and the sound wave of the growl being used to find the beast. The similarities of the mural and the Bigfoot Easter egg can't be ignored, which then brings me back to the other three parts. The red, purple, and yellow sections are all theorized to represent their own iconic mystery within GTA 5's history. Each of them have one obvious hint towards their suspected mysteries, like the infinity symbol on red, the Chiliad mural on gold, and Friedlander's logo on purple. But with all that said, up to this point, no one has been able to decipher these murals in order to find more clues to their respective mystery. One of them was found to be a clear match, but after 7 years, no one has been able to figure out the other three, and that's where they stand to this day. Like I already mentioned during the Doomsday Murals represented by the red, the Infinity Killer is one of GTA 5's most infamous mysteries and is rivaled only by one other. It is a very lengthy theory, so I will try and summarize it to the best of my ability. Scattered around Sandy Shores are a bunch of cryptic and disturbing references to someone having killed 8 people, including a newspaper clipping from 2004 that mentions a man by the name of Merle Abrahams, and how he was being sent to jail for killing 8 men to which the bodies were never found, and includes a small section at the end detailing his strange obsession for the number 8. One of the messages found in Sandy Shores tells us that the supposed Infinity Killer will leave a clue to the body's whereabouts when he is sent to prison, and he does just that. A riddle and an image that leads us straight to where we can find 8 bodies scattered around these small islands. With the way I have briefly described this theory, it's pretty cut and dry that Merle Abrahams is the Infinity Killer. But as the community dug deeper into this mystery, they found other connections that dated all the way back to Eddie Lowe and GTA 4, and even a possible origin within Red Dead Redemption. I will never be able to do this theory justice in this video, but I highly recommend going to check out Walljump's video on the topic. It gives a really in-depth and clear look into this theory, and his channel is the same size as mine, so you'd be helping out the little guys. But seriously, if you're into this theory, go check it out. But needless to say, this theory may not be as solved as some might say. The supposed identity of the Infinity Killer is still debated to this day. However, there is still one more theory that is far more debated than any other. After almost 11 years, the Mount Chiliad Mystery has become one of the most well-known unsolved mysteries in gaming history. A mystery that has quite literally gained the attention of millions of players and still remains unsolved to this day. At least, that's what most people believe. You see, this entire theory starts with this mural. This one drawing by a Rockstar employee has sparked 11 years worth of controversy. Once again, this theory is very long, so I will only be giving you the facts about this mystery. The mural at the top of Mount Chiliad features a UFO, a cracked egg, and a jetpack that are all connected to 5 checked boxes in a map of some sort that leads to a UFO at the top of the mountain. Plus, there is an engraving in the back of the lookout point that reads, "Come back when your story is complete." After further searching, the community also found 5 symbols that can be found on Mount Chiliad that all feature a UFO, 3 of which have a symbol, a moon with a 3, a cloud, and a path that leads to what is most likely the top of Mount Chiliad. When you put it all together, you need to be on top of Mount Chiliad at 3 AM while it's cloudy and your story is 100% complete, and then you will see a UFO hovering above the mountain, just like what is depicted on the mural. All of this seemed to be a very likely end to this Easter egg, but there was something bugging everyone. What about the plaques at the bottom? The jetpack, the egg, the other UFO? How does all of that fit in? This is where the majority of the theory comes into play. People have spent countless hours trying to find tunnels within Mount Chiliad, investigating references to the Infinity Killer and even the Altruist Camp, but none of them have solid enough proof to define the theory as solved. But there is one explanation to this mystery that may not entirely solve it, but is by far the most plausible option we've found. On December 24th, 2023, the GTA 5 source code was leaked online. Within these leaked files, the community discovered planned single-player DLC that was ultimately never released. It is widely theorized that some of these DLCs were instead repackaged into DLC content for GTA Online, and that is where the mystery was supposed to end. Although this may not be what everyone wants to hear, when it comes to the Mount Chiliad mystery, one GTA Online update stands out from the rest: the Doomsday update, the same update that added the murals. Since spoiling it shouldn't be an issue at this point, the Doomsday heist has you take down a rogue agent, Avon Hertz, whose secret base is within Mount Chiliad, and you finally take him out while using, you guessed it, a jetpack. It may not be the same one depicted in the mural, but it's as close as anything else. And when it comes to the egg, there's a mission you can do in GTA Online after doing a mind-numbing amount of extra steps similar to the Bigfoot Easter egg that lets you obtain an alien egg from a crashed spaceship. Whether any of this is substantial enough for you to believe is ultimately for you to decide. But that's exactly what makes these mysteries all still unsolved. And with GTA 6 just around the corner, it seems as though that these legends will remain unsolved forever.